Hello, everybody. My name is Shane, and I am very pleased to be bringing you the second ever Uberschaft of Apocalypse Sports Trivia. This is our grand championship. It's a really good one, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So, for those of you who know what Apocalypse Sports Trivia is and what this is all about, I would highly encourage you to fast forward until you can no longer see my mug on camera. I'm going to give an explanation of our league for people who are new or who are interested. But if that's not you, again, go on forward, maybe 2 minutes or something, and you'll be able to see the Uberschaft. So, for everybody who wants to stay and who's curious about what AST is, it is Apocalypse Sports Trivia. As the name would suggest, it is a sports trivia league that I've run for the last couple of years. We have almost 1,000 members. And how it works, I'll give you kind of the broad strokes of it. There are 6 seasons every year, and the seasons last 2 weeks. During those seasons, every day, Monday through Friday, you get 5 questions. You are matched up against another opponent head to head. And at the end of the season, based on how you finish, you can get promoted to a higher league, relegated to a lower one. And those leagues are like the Premiership all the way down through our sixth league. So it's a ton of fun. And if you want to know more than I have time to give you here, go to apocalypsetrivia.com. You can join. The first season is free. You don't need to enter a credit card or anything like that. You can test drive it. And I think the annual fee after that is also pretty reasonable if you end up liking it. So, at the end of each of these seasons, we have what we call a Meisterschaft. That is the German word for championship. I have no idea why we chose it. That is lost to the fog of time. But we have one from the Premiership all the way down again to the last league. And every 2 years, we have what's called the Uberschaft. That's what you're watching right now. And the Uberschaft is, you can kind of think of it as like the championship of championships for AST. It happens again every 2 years. The last time it was won by a guy named Ryan Luptak, who is returned. He's going to defend his title. And you can qualify for the Uberschaft a number of ways. You can win one of those Meisterschafts from the Premiership, League Two, or the Juniors. You could have finished top 5 in the first Uberschaft in 2021, or you could be one of the 10 people we invited this time. In all, we had 36 people take this thing. And what you're about to see on video are the top 5, the people who finished on what we call the podium. Ryan Luptak is one of them. We also have James Kintong involved with ESPN. He lives in Bristol, Connecticut. Mike McGraw from the Philadelphia area. Jason Zufranieri of Jeopardy fame. If you're a Jeopardy guy, you may have seen him play. He's from Texas. And our 5th person is, I'm forgetting right now, our 5th person, Jonathan Galt, of course, from Boston by way of England. So those are the 5 guys that you're going to see play here. They're really, really good. It was a tight competition. The format is they have 20 questions. They get 2 each from each of our 10 categories on AST. And I do want to add, too, that these are tough questions. You know, these aren't your regular AST questions. These guys are very good. We wanted to give them a real test and be able to separate the wheat from the not so high wheat. Definitely not the chaff, but yeah. So that's the format, 20 questions, and then a 3-question closest to the pin tiebreaker if necessary, and this time it does become necessary. So that's that. I've got no more to offer. The questions will be on screen in just a second here. They last 10 seconds. Pause the video if you want to take time to answer. Our contestants got 90 seconds for each one. So that's it, and yeah, please enjoy Uberschaft 2.
Volleyball.
Think that's volleyball?
Volleyball?
Yeah, so Boban Marjanovic played. He came from the Clippers to the 76ers in the Tobias Harris trade. I know he moved on to the Mavericks from the Sixers. I think they were in Detroit together too, because Bobby and Toby are are close friends like that. And telling me that first name is sufficient suggests that the last name is something Marjanovic-esque. So I will go with Boban Marjanovic.
Coming to me, and I play fantasy basketball. Where are the Spurs? Oh, is this first name Bojan?
Oh, I'll give it a shot. Boban.
So, trying to think if I've played him in Immaculate Grid. Oh, Boban.
Anderson.
Margaret Court.
Go Margaret Court Smith.
Margaret Court.
Smith Court.
Trying to just run through, every women's tennis player from that sort of that era that I can think of, which I may have already done. So I think I'm going to go with Billie Jean King and Margaret Smith Court.
Lee Smith.
Smith.
Yes.
Just quickly thinking it through. Lee Smith was elected by the Veterans Committee. I think he was unanimous by them. I know he was the all-time record holder for a while. So Lee Smith.
10 seconds.
All right. Smith.
Yeah,
Lee
there you
Smith,
go.
right? Thank God. Wow. Got to get all the syllables right, but I believe he's Butterbean.
Butterbean.
I don't know if there should be a name for the disease you have. When someone says Eric Esch, and you immediately think Butterbean.
The eel.
Butterbean.
Butterbean's correct.
Zidane and Henri.
Yes.
So it's French. So is it? Oh man. Okay. So I only have Zidane. Can't get the other one.
Didier Deschamps, Zinedine Zidane. Henri may have scored 19. I'll go Thierry Henry and Zinedine Zidane.
All right. Henri and Zidane.
Zidane and Henri. Norway.
That's correct.
These are Winter Olympic medals. Oh, geez. Okay. I missed that key modifier there. Okay. Norway.
Norway.
Yes.
You know what? I'm sticking with my first thought. Norway.
Could be Norway. Could be Canada. Go Norway. It's the Marius Thomas from Tim Tebow.
That's gotta be. That's gotta be. Wait, January 8th? Yeah, that sounds about right. Thomas.
Demarius Thomas.
Demarius Thomas was on that team, I think. I'm gonna say Demarius Thomas.
Thomas.
Yes. I used to play pinochle when I was a kid, but I haven't played in like 30 years. Is it the Queen and the Jack?
Okay, I think it's a queen and a jack.
2s and 8s.
Oh boy. All right. Ace and 10.
That is correct.
But I thought there's 3 cards worth points. I thought ace, 10, and king are all worth points. Laviolette.
Martin Stanley.
And this is the part where the pitcher starts to get shelled. I'm just trying to think of any like random hockey coaches who keep getting jobs. Laviolette.
Gallant.
In there.
Bonus.
Rick Bonus is correct.
Holy Christ. Needs them both?
Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
dirty pull, Shane.
Yeah,
I know one of them's Luke Donald. I don't think it's right. I'm just gonna say Darren Clark.
Lee Westwood and Johnson.
Westwood. Rose.
Donald and Westwood.
Yes.
One's Luke Donald. The other Lee Westwood.
I was just gonna say Petrovich.
Now this, I'm just gonna grasp. Bensick.
Povich?
Let's go with Perpich.
Gradiel.
Yes.
This is snooker, so I assume it's O'Sullivan.
Ronnie O'Sullivan?
Let's go with Smith.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's the I forget. I think it's John Trump, but I'm gonna leave his first name out anyway. I'm gonna say it's that guy. It's Trump, the snooker player.
Johnson.
Absolutely no idea what this is. McGill.
All right. McGill.
I'll go with Concordia.
University of Western Ontario.
I mean, I know a few Canadian universities, but I don't know anything about Canadian hockey, Canadian college hockey. University of Toronto.
I got two guesses, but let's go with the more logical one. I'll say the Tour de France.
It could be the Giro d'Italia. It could be, Vuelta a España. But if we're going to go that much more obscure, if it's not the Tour de France, then if it is the Tour de France and I say one of those, I'll be pissed at myself. So I'm going to say the Tour de France.
Free climbing.
All right, well, let's shoot ourselves in the foot here. Giro d'Italia.
Strida.
Okay, so the Braves. I think it's that one. Strider.
5.
Strider.
Nola.
I was happily there for one of those defeats this year, Spencer Strider.
The Flyhoff.
Yes. The fly half?
I know it's a position. I don't even know if it is. I'm gonna say the fly half.
The fly half. My first one was the number 10, the scrum half. Yeah, I think it's the fly half. Yeah, the University of Tennessee.
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 Tennessee is correct.
Tennessee.
What'd you say?
Tennessee.
Yes, yes, correct.
There's a track and field athlete who competed in a bunch of them relatively recently. I'm blanking on her name. I'm going to go with Dara Torres.
Allison Felix.
Yes, correct.
Thompson.
A bunch of swimmers. No, it's like gymnastics. Piles. Thompson.
31 10, but I'm gonna switch up. I'm gonna say it's here. I'm gonna say Bonnie Blair.
No, that's not correct.
All right, Danny Manning and Wilt Chamberlain.
Chamberlain and Manning.
Let's go Danny Manning and Wilt Chamberlain.
I mean, Danny Manning has to be one of them. You start thinking Wilt. But I don't know that Wilt played there enough years because he did that little sojourn with the Globetrotters. Clyde Lavalette, if you go way back. Danny Manning and Clyde Lavalette.
Danny Manning's one.
Correct.
Don't think Chamberlain played long enough to do that. I got two guys in mind. I'm probably gonna pick the wrong one. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say Rafe LaFrance.
Very good.
$4,600.
Let's go with 8,752.
6,700. And I'll say, I don't know, 700 times.
607.
They don't even do that, or they did it too many. Let's just assume they did it. Let's go with 331. $21, 18 minutes.
All right, whatever. 130 hours.
81 hours, 17 minutes.
I'll say 850.
787.
Go. It was 756. It'd be nice if I knew when it started, but I don't. I think that's more recent. 133.
217.
I'm not even sure if this thing, how often they play it. I'm gonna say 600. $400.
193.
Go with 141.
So there you have it. Ryan Luptak wins for the second straight time the Uberschaft of Apocalypse Sports Trivia. Unbelievable combination of skill. Obviously, his sports trivia mind is unparalleled, but also he seems to have good luck in the tiebreakers when he needs them. And one kind of funny thing with that, we didn't present it here in the narrative, but in the actual Uberschaft, he and Jason went at the same time on Thursday night, and nobody had gotten 13 before them, and Jason got 13 and beat him with only a few people left. So we thought, wow, Ryan's going to get beat. Jason's going to be the Uberschaft champion. And then Jonathan Galt went the next day, happened to get 13 also, and the way his tiebreaker sorted out left them in a three-way tie, necessitated the super tiebreaker. So we thought Ryan was dead, and there he goes. He's the Lazarus man, comes back to life and wins. So congrats to him on the gold medal. Congrats to Jonathan on the silver, Jason for the bronze, and of course to James Kintong and Mike McGraw for rounding out the podium in 4th and 5th. Hope you enjoyed this. Again, if you're interested in the league, go to apocalypsetrivia.com. Free season is there for you to try out and see if you like it. Thanks all for watching. Again, I'm Shane. Have a great day. Bye-bye.